This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy. That's my closet full of all the stuff that I love. And today we continue to explore this wonderful box set here. After Dark, a neo-noir collection, Volume 1 from Imprint. We did episodes on the first 3 films, which were After Dark, My Sweet. Very, very good. Mortal Thoughts. It's okay. And Rush is okay. You can check out those episodes if you'd like to. But the question is, how does the 4th film on the set compare to these first 3? Let's check it out. Today's film is One False Move from 1992. It's about 1 hour and 45 minutes long. It's in color. This begins in LA with a violent home invasion and robbery committed by a trio of drug dealers. They flee to Arkansas, where a small town sheriff there wants to catch them, accompanied by 2 LA detectives. This was directed by Carl Franklin. This was his breakthrough film. He's probably best known for the film Devil in a Blue Dress, and several prestige TV shows as well. And he clashed pretty much with the screenwriters. They didn't agree on a whole lot of everything. One of those screenwriters was Billy Bob Thornton, who also stars in the film. He co-wrote the screenplay with his partner Tom Epperson. And Billy Bob plays a real low-life, trashy, hothead drug dealer / killer in this film. Like most people, I was first exposed to him through the film Sling Blade, which he starred in, directed, and wrote, and he won an Oscar for the writing for that. I also like him in The Man Who Wasn't There, the Coen Brothers film, and Bad Santa, which we watch here every Christmas, and The Gift, another great film which he wrote. I believe Sam Raimi directed that one, and it was based on Billy Bob Thornton's own mother, who he says was truly psychic. But one film that I just love that he starred in that was also directed by Sam Raimi, I believe. Yes, it was. Is this film, A Simple Plan? What a fantastic film. If you haven't seen that, it's on Showtime right now. His co-star in this film was Bill Paxton. And Bill Paxton is also in One False Move, playing the sheriff in Arkansas. What a wonderful actor he was. Died way too early, at the age of 61 in 2017. Probably best known for the films Aliens, Apollo 13, and of course A Simple Plan. Cinda Williams and Michael Beach are also in this. They play the other 2 killers that team up with Billy Bob, and they're very good as well. One False Move was an independent film. The screenwriters that I mentioned, Billy Bob Thornton and Tom Epperson, they struggled. They were both from Arkansas. They went to New York to try to make it in the film business. Didn't stay there very long. I think they were a little overwhelmed by New York. Came out to LA and still struggled writing scripts. Nothing was getting picked up. Finally, the script for One False Move, which was originally called Hurricane, that's the Bill Paxton character's nickname in the film, was picked up. But then the film kind of got lost in the shuffle, didn't get really noticed until 2 film critics you may have heard of, Siskel and Ebert, noticed it, talked about it on their show, and that really saved the film and got attention to all these people involved here. So this is in the neo-noir box. Now the filmmakers and the writers, they said they did not have noir on their mind at all. So, you could argue whether it's neo-noir or not. I think as far as the noir elements go, there is this feeling of dread throughout the film. I don't want to give any spoilers out because it's an unpredictable film. Several scenes just kind of explode with violence. But in a true noir characteristics, there are dangerous characters doing very unsavory things in here. And you just get the feeling throughout that things are not going to end well for these people, and there's just a sense of doom throughout the film. So in that respect, it is a very noir flavored. But this film is just really, really good. Good characters, good dialogue, good plot that just moves along, good performances. There's a big reveal about 2/3 of the way through that I found rather predictable, but that's okay. There's also a theme of racism that plays through here. One of the trio of killers is a black woman, and one of the guys is a black guy. And in one of the extras, he says that he was confronted with racism while they were making this film because they filmed it in LA and Arkansas, and there was a KKK presence in Arkansas. So interesting how the themes of racism coincided with him really confronting this and being faced with this while they were making the film. So my rating for One False Move is 4.5 police cars. I was almost going to give it a 5, but we're going to go with 4.5. Along with After Dark, My Sweet, this is the standout in this box set so far. So what's on this disc? Well, of course, it's an imprint disc. There are 2 commentaries, which I did not listen to. It looks good. It sounds good. There are several extras, including a video essay, which I really like, and that's when there's a voiceover from some film critic or a film expert showing clips from the film and discussing certain things you may have missed or not have noticed. The problem I have with this one is her voice is so muffled, I could barely understand what she was saying. I didn't have my headphones on, and there are no English subtitles, so unfortunately, I only watched a little bit of that. There are some interviews with 2 of the main actors. There are interviews with, there's an interview with the editor. Those all run about 15 minutes or so. So where can you see One False Move? You can see it on Crackle or Pluto. I'm not really familiar with those 2 platforms. You can rent it on Amazon. You can try your local library. You might get it there. So really solid, excellent film. One False Move. Feel free to leave a comment or suggestion down below here. I want to thank Michael and Tina, as always, for leaving comments on our last episode. And then also YTINF left a comment on an earlier episode about the film Round Midnight. Thank you all for commenting and taking the time out for that. Feel free to leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. We're almost at our next goal of 425 subscribers. We have about 10 or 15 to go. Let me say once again, I'm not selling anything. I have no merch. I don't have a Patreon thing. I don't have an eBay store. This is just to share my love of this stuff with you folks out there. Also, we're on Letterboxd. If you want to follow us, the Kazdoy Closet on Letterboxd, where I write briefly about other films that I am watching that I don't talk about on this channel. Finally, before we go, I do want to give a shout out to Molly, wherever you are. We miss you. We love you. Here's Molly in action.
I'm here. Now, ready for this pro trick. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Okay!
Thank you all for watching. See you next time.